Hi guys, hello and welcome. It's been a really long time since I've filmed a video. I did a lot of traveling, as you guys know, and I'm sorry, my content's going to be a lot more, I think, consistent and on topic. One thing I wanted to talk about right now, because we've had a real cold snap here in British Columbia, is thermotropism. So that's basically the inward curling of several broadleaf plants in the winter in response to cold. Here I have my rhododendrons. We got down to about 7 Fahrenheit, I think, for my American buddies. In Celsius, that's like -16, -17, -15 kind of area, I believe. But I just wanted to show you this because a lot of people panic when they see this. This is not exclusive to rhododendrons, obviously. It happens in camellias, azaleas, laurels, anything in the Prunus genus, really. But it's a defense mechanism. So I've noticed that some people will compare this or mistake it with a thing called thermotaxis. Thermotaxis is basically the change of concentration of solutes and stuff like that inside cells in response to temperature. This here is exclusively the anatomy of the actual leaf trying to reduce rapid thawing. So what happens is the leaves curl in. This is a dicotyledon plant, a eudicot, which basically means that inside the leaf layers, you'll have 2 layers of mesophyll, which are the chlorophyll containing kind of, I guess, internal layers, matrices. So on the top part of the leaf, you'll have a line of palisade membranes, or palisade mesophyll, which are aligned this way. And then on the bottom side of the leaf, you'll have what's called spongy mesophyll. So there's more extraneous fluids inside the lower side of the leaf. So what the plant is doing is it's basically folding in to protect this lower, sort of softer side. I think personally that is because it's trying to conserve its internal mesophyll tissues. I think that's what that's all about. But the total reason's not entirely solidified in the scientific community, to my knowledge. I just think this is really interesting though. Sometimes you'll see redding of the stems too. One thing I saw online, which is kind of why I'm making this video, is I saw somebody who was pruning their rhododendrons after they had this leaf curling going on. And that is a big no-no. Because if you start pruning and you leave exposed pieces of the pith inside, the ice crystallizes in the middle of the pith tissues, the vascular tissues like the phloem and the xylem, and it results in essentially plant death, down to at least a node, sometimes all the way down. You don't want to prune this. You don't want to leave any exposed wounds if it's under about 2 degrees Celsius, just to preserve your plants. Another thing, if you get a little bit of blackening on your flower buds for next year, not to worry, that's a natural frost burn. Some people think that it's botrytis, which it could very well be, like a fungus, but I've noticed that they become a little black in response to temperature as well. Where you really want to protect your rhododendrons and your somewhat cold hardy broadleaf shrubs is when they start wrinkling. I don't know if you guys can see here on this newer tissue, starting to wrinkle. That's because basically the vascular fluids and sugars are going into reservoirs deeper on into the plant to protect them from the crystallization of the ice. So if that gets too bad, you want to cover this with a cloth. You want to put it up against a warmer surface. In this case, I have it up against a fence. But important to note that these guys are very robust. I got to these a little bit late, and thus they have they have quite a bit of ice. I don't know if you can hear that crunch, but they should be fine. So don't panic if your rhododendrons look like this. This is thermotropism. It's a natural response that they give off. Thermo coming from the stem word thermos, meaning temperature, and tropism coming from, I believe the stem word is tropos, which basically means movement or to turn. So, well, that's my little botanical video of the day. I'll try to make more botany-oriented videos in the future, because I know that's kind of a staple of what the beginning of this channel was, and here I am now posting about random places like Niagara Falls. But let me know what you guys want to see next, and I hope you guys are all staying blessed. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy New Year, by the way. And yeah, if your rhododendrons look like this and they're super sad and it's really cold, don't worry, they'll bounce back. If they don't bounce back, it's probably more likely a root issue. Maybe you have like, I don't know, Phytophthora or something like that. Or the name's evading me right now. Begins with the letter R. I can't remember it right now. But do not panic, your rhododendrons will be fine.